I'm going to ask her to come with me, and then see kind of what happens, you know. If she does, I'll be like, yeah. And if she doesn't, I'll be like, no, that's not it. And when I say it's simple, it's like it's actually really simple. The things that I'm looking for, obviously, are looking for her to kind of look at me or do something towards coming with me. You know, it could even be just like, you know, and I'll be like, yeah, you're on the right track anyway. So it's really just like that. Okay, so, hey, come with me. No? So not trying, isn't it? Thinking about me is good. Try. Actually, can I just take her halter off? I just worry if she got it caught on something. That would be sucky, eh, Mouse? You definitely wouldn't want to do that. Yeah. Alright, try again. Try. Good girl. There you go. It's so funny how they know you want something. Yeah, just trying to figure it out if you give them some time. Sometimes they get it. And even if they get it pretty quick, that's not it. Being really careful to not actually chase her, but just there. It's amazing how much they will run sometimes. There. And how little you do. Try. There. See? Try again. Yeah. No big deal. You're a good girl. Can you try? So because it's all about the relationship, I can change. So I use intent, you know, what I would like to happen. So I'm just changing my intent to I'm going to go and visit her because she's trying so hard, but she doesn't really have any concept that maybe she should come with me. So I'm just going to go, my intent now is that she stands here. Yep, that's it. So that's something else that she can understand about me. Now I'm going to say, try again. Come. Don't love bums that much. Yeah. 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 It's very hard to know what you're supposed to do, isn't it? Hey? Yeah. It's very hard. That's it. It's not even major. It's okay. Yeah. There you go. That's it. That is it. It's not even a big deal. Can you try this way? Yeah. Good. That's not that. Try again. Totally natural to try it out. I can see where she's quite a yeah. Good girl. Good. Try that. Yeah, all right. Yeah? You okay? You can hang out with me. We'll do not much together, okay? I'm actually quite calm. And you are a little bit head up. And I need to. I can touch you on this side. I can. And I can go on this side. I can. Look, this side. See? There. There's two things we can do together. You can stay there. I can go on this side, or I can go on this side. I'm going to go on this side again. Yeah. See? There you go. It's pretty straightforward. Gonna come with me? You do? That's a good idea. Stay with me. Good. Good girl. Good. What if we go this way? Don't get left behind. Good. I'm gonna stop. You should have stopped. Good girl. Yeah. Yeah. This side. Up and down sides. You've got a pretty face. Come with me. Try from here. Yes, good. There you go. I'm going to go wander around like this a bit and we'll get you closer to your mother. Okay? You go this way. Watch out. I'm here with you. Come this way. And go this way. I'm going over here. And you're in my way. Yeah. Good. Now I'm going this way. Good. I'm relaxed. I'm going to stop. Good. So, I'm just doing like different little exercises that are not really exercises, but just so that we understand a few different things. So we understand that I could stop and she should stop. It's a little bit ahead of me, but it's fine at the beginning. It should be that she can stay with me. She has two sides, so that's one of the things I do. I can be like, I want to be on this side, or I can go down your body a bit, and I might come on the other side, and she might be, not ready to let me in or whatever, and I'll be like, yeah. And then she should let me in on that side. All this stuff is stuff she should just think about, just things so that she realizes she can understand things that I'm asking for. And then I'll ask her to come with me again. Come with me. She might, and she might not. Good. If they don't, it's okay. And then the more things they understand, the more things they can, listen for. I'm walking fast enough that she doesn't have to keep her pace slow to be tucked in behind me happily. I choose where I want to go. If she gets up past me, I might happen to choose that I want to go over there. And then that way, whoops, this way, we can find out that she is able to move out of my way. I'm not going to push her out of my way. I'm just going to go where I want to go and think that she should just obviously go out of the way. Now, if she keeps getting past me, it's not the end of the world. At some point, you know, you can, thank you. Good girl. Here you go. At some point, you can deal with that, but I'm not dealing with every single, I don't see a lot of stuff as disrespect yet. You know, she's just understanding. I stopped, she was like, oh, she stopped. It's not that she's like, oh, I'm going to go past her and you have to make a big deal, you know. At this stage, I just want to be nice with her. I'm going to try something else. I'm going to ask her to bring her head to me. See if she can. Can you bring her head to me? Yeah, good. Here you go. What a good girl she is. That's always a nice one. I like that one. How long did we put pressure on ropes holding until they gave and brought their head around? And it's just a silly thing. They have to, every time you put pressure on a horse, every time you put pressure on someone, they have to resist you a little bit first. So if you can ask nicely first. Can you bring your head? You can. Yeah. Oh, good girl. Okay. So I'm not really big into desensitization either. Good. So I'm just going to make sure she's happy with me touching her everywhere. But I'm not going to create a big drama over it. And I might do a bit at a time. And watch. Lots of yawning, release of tension, type of like, oh, stuff, which is cool. She's not a kicker by nature? No. That's cool. Round. Yeah. You happy? Is that nice? I'm going to just make sure she's okay with the rope on her. Yeah. Always me with my awkward rope. Awkward, eh? When I do stuff like this, I'll keep usually often like a supportive hand, I would call it. This isn't keeping her anywhere, obviously, it's just my hand. But it's just that thing that says, yeah, just here, it's no big deal. So I'm using the rope. I'm not going to desensitize her to the rope and fling it at her until she's kind of worried about it. But I'll just make sure she's okay with it everywhere. And I'm sure she is. It's just part of doing stuff, you know. I'm going to ask her to come with me again. Good girl. I'm going to try different paces, see if she'll pick up my energy a little bit. And also listen to it when it goes down. It's nice if she can just follow my pace once she's used to being with me. Go. Can you do some on the other side? Should we do the other side? With the rope? This looking away is a thing that often precedes a softening back. We think that it's a going to move away. Sometimes it is. But very often it's just like a little calm, a little thing they do that just shows a big coming forward. Or a big softening thing. You got it? Okay. Yeah. Happy with that? I'm going to ask her to bring her head and move her bum. Not push into me there. There, and stop here. Good. I'm going to try again. Without coming into me. Bring your head. Try. And move your bum. There. And then, oops, wrong side. Yeah. Good. There you go. Good girl. Yeah? Good girl. Yeah. I think, Jamie, I'm going to ask her to go out and go around me. That's that. You can do it this way. Bring your head. Move your bum. Good girl. And stop there. That's good. So I don't know whether you want to be in or out. Maybe just out on the side a little bit. Maybe ask her to do that. Or maybe just be here behind me. See what happens. Okay. I'm going to ask her to go out and go around me. So she could go for a big run again. I'll bring her over here first. Come here first. To me. Just stand still. Come with me. Yes, thank you. Ah. Good girl. There you go. Funny. She's like, she's nice. She stands still. So I'm going to ask her to go out. Try not to do that. I'm going to ask her to go out and go around me. I'm going to ask her to back up first because that was a little pushy. Yeah. I don't do any big back up, big bad toe off stuff, but sometimes you can just be like, nah, just back there. Was good. So I'm going to ask her to go out and go around me. She could go running around like a crazy person again and have trouble coming in, but it's all just part of the thing. It's okay, you know, it's all part of the learning. She could be good, who knows. All I'm going to ask for is that she heads out and has this side of her body to me, whatever side it is I choose, and is moving. So if it's walk, if it's trot, if it's canter, it doesn't matter. After she's done that, I'll probably ask her to come in, and then I might do a little more walking around. I might do the same thing again, you know, I'm not sure. You'll see what I'm doing, little bits and pieces. And and then yeah, and then I might do some like pace up, trot, and walk forward, you know, kind of thing. I'll just see how we go. Okay. You ready? I'm going to help her though. So if she wanted to get it right, if she gets it wrong, it doesn't matter. Try, look. So if she goes the wrong way, it's the wrong way. I'll indicate it. And I'll make it nice when it's the right way. Good girl. Good girl. Gotta keep moving. Good. Go that way. Good. Good girl. Good job. You can use the whole arena if you want to. I'm going to ask her to come in. I'm going to look in her eye. Should have waited. Yeah. Yeah. You can come in now. Yeah. Good. See? Well done. Shall we go? Good girl. That was it. It was just a little trot around. It wasn't even a big deal. You don't want to trot. It's okay. I'm going to hang out again. See? Good girl. Can you bring your head again? Nope. Let's listen to what I'm saying. Bring your head. Listen to what I'm saying. You stand still. Just stand still, Jamie. Doesn't matter if she touches you. Excuse me. I am talking to you. You can back up. And you can bring your head to me. You stand still, yeah. Yeah, that's it. Okay, you can video again. Let's take it away. Good job. Thanks, Jamie. So she likes to go when she goes. She's like, woohoo! She'd be really, really fun to like play with, Liberty play work stuff. So she'd be one of the ones that would like come flying in and wait for what's next and stuff like that. It's really cool. She's super smart. She's really neat. I'm going to ask her to back up again. Good girl. So when I do it free, asking her to back up, well, when I do it with the rope and halter, asking her to back up, I don't do that big rope stuff anymore. I don't do that anymore because I don't feel like you need to do it. So often when I do it free, I will support their face, but it's more because she'll feel pressure, and she might go out and go around me or do something kind of dramatic, you know? So I'm just helping her to understand what it is that I'm going to ask for. So I've got my hand on her face, and I'll be like, can you back up? If she won't, I can put a little pressure in there. Good. And then you can build on that easily. You know, you can be like, okay, back up. And it's not actually that hard. Does that make sense? Does everything make sense? Okay, cool. She's very, very, very sweet. Do you like this or you don't like this? Are you sensitive with your ears? You want to tell me about that? Yeah. Did you have a rope around your neck and you're sensitive with your ears? Did you? It's a bit bad, isn't it? It's a bit bad, isn't it? Oh, it's nice. Is that nice? Is it? Oh, do your other one? Is that nice? Oh, she's so sweet with it. She's like, Cut in? Yeah. She's very expressive and very cool. I think she's a neat horse. But I can see when she would feel kind of energized or big, you'd be like, oh, goodness. So it's about sometimes like being able to feel comfortable with that energy that they can give you rather than having to feel that it's all out of control, you know, and when to be able to use it yourself. I'll ask her to go out and around me again after I've had a little walk around doing the stuff that she understands for a minute, just to kind of recap a few things with her. Stop. Go around you. Good. You try this one, bring your head. Move your bum. But don't push into me. I mean it. Good girl. And just bring your head. Oh, look, think. Think hard. Think about it. Yeah. Try again. Bring your head. Nope. Nope, we're not going there. We're not. That's not it. Just bring your head this way. There. Try. Yes. So that's an interesting one. When you ask, come with me again. When you ask your horse to bring their head around to you, often they do it very well the first time because they're like, what? I can't understand her. I'll try. But for them, they kind of get, I think, they kind of get that you're doing something with their head, and you want their head. So sometimes they will back up in order to give you their head, but not to turn it, you know. So I think that's the same as trying. You know, so I did some, I was just going backwards with her, that's not it, until she stopped and then actually softened around. But it has to do with, I think, you know, when they're not totally relaxed, it's a big deal for them to bring their head around. But once they feel more relaxed, yeah, they can bring it around better, you know. And it is free work, so it's not going to be totally perfect, you know. And it isn't about, for me anyway, each exercise getting right. It's just about building a connection with them, you know. And then the exercises kind of take care of themselves, usually, I think. Okay, I'm going to ask you to go out around me again. So I'm going to get her to come over here. Come here. It is very tricky for them to go the right direction free. It's the first time, but it's totally fine if she goes the wrong direction and then gets it right in the end. It's all part of it. It's okay. But I'll still, which way did I say last time? Okay, you're going to go the other way this time. Go this way. Try. Oh, excuse me. I'll help you. I can actually help you better than this. Come over here. Stop. Here. Okay, come this way. Nope. Try. Here. Now. You ready? Go this way. No. This way. Yep. I don't mind if she went the wrong way. Good girl. She's trying. Good girl. Good. Good, good, good. Good girl. That way. Yes. There. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Yep. Keep going. Good girl. There. You don't actually have to go fast. You just have to go around. Not that way. There. Not that way. That way. Good. Good girl. There you go. Keep going. Wrong way. You better watch out because you're going to end up crashing through something that would be dumb. It's actually easy. Yes. It is very hard. No big deal. That way. It's not to me this time. It's that way. Yes. There. Oh, yeah. Nope. Just out there. Good. Yep. Good girl. Good. Good. Now, once she gets in a big, good. If she goes into a big repeat pattern, I'll stop it. It looks a bit like a repeat pattern starting. So I'll ask her to come to me now. Good. Come with me. Good girl. Good. Yeah, see? Good. Come on then. I'm going that way. You better go that way too. I'm actually going over there. Good. Thank you. Now I'm going this way. Good. Now I'm going to stop. Good. Okay. I'm going to go in this way. Ooh. Now we're going to go again. Come with me. Good. Going to run this way. Good. And walk with me. Good. That's cool. And run this way. Yeah. And walk with me. Good. Now we're going to go this way. And you can come here. You're going to get lost. There. Good girl. So I'm going to put her on that rope. Here. Here. Aha. This is kind of good. There. So she hasn't had, when she was with me, she didn't have very many questions go off on her own. You can't make them do that, but it's better if they do have some. So I'm pretty happy that she went off there. It's only little. And then, thing. The other thing to think about is, I'll put this on first, is repeat patterns. Yeah. So basically, I'm not going to go, because I want the relationship to be good, so I'm not going to go asking her to do round me again and again and again when it's, she's kind of getting it, but not completely. So, excuse me, madam, I'm going to put this on you. Yeah, can you put that on? That's the way. Yeah. There you go. But it has to be baby steps. She's not going to be perfect in 5 seconds. To get this right, your rope and halter should just be an enhancement of your relationship. It's not something that you're using to control your horse, because your horse is already with you. So it just is the thing that can make it easier for them to understand the stuff that you want. It just limits some of the options. It's like holding your kid's hand when you go across the street. You're just holding it. You're not like dragging them across. If they start to go into traffic, you're like, excuse me. But it's just that, it's just a connection. It's like waltzing, isn't it? Like dancing. It's that touching that helps them to understand their options. It just limits the amount of options they have so that they can get it right more easily. So, knowing that she is following me anyway, I'm going to be the same. I'm going to ask her to come with me. I'm not going to walk off and pull the rope. I'm not going to start going for pressure release stuff. I'm going to always ask first, because I don't know how it is for you, but like if someone just comes up and pulls me, naturally I resist first. And then I go, what does this person want? Is it something that I want to do? Yes, it is, and I come. But if someone was to come up to me and be like, do you want to go for a coffee? And then they pulled me, I'd be like coming with them right away. I wouldn't resist at all. So it's very much like that for these guys, I think. We don't have to use our ropes and our reins as much as we think if we get our questions that we're asking them for right, and with them listening to us enough, So I'm going to be like, let's go. Come with me. So I know that she's going to come with me. So I'm not going to pull the rope. This is just a thing to help her to be more connected with me. It's an enhancement. I look where I want to go, and I go there. So this is carry on to riding. I look where I want to go. I think about where I'm going, and this is where I'm starting to help her with what's going to happen when I'm riding her. I look over there, that's where I'm going, might go over there, and I expect her to start turning her head and being prepared to go where I look when I go there, because she's with me. If I stop, she should stop. See how that rope just helped her to get that right? Rather than, the other times I stopped, sometimes she was a little bit further, a little bit, just that helps a bit. I'm going to go. She should come too. If I raise my energy and walk a bit faster, I shouldn't have to pull the rope. She should be listening to my energy. If I start to run, if I walk, see how I'm walking forward? I'm running energy up and walking forward. What kind of downward transitions are we looking for when we're riding? We're looking for forward downward transitions. But instead we're putting the brakes on all the time. And this is where them being able to listen to a forward downward transition begins. Does that make sense? That's what I think anyway. Okay, I'm going to ask her to go out and go around me with the rope and see how that goes. So now, she could be easier for her to do this. There's lots of rope here, so I have to get myself untangled. Because she's got something to follow that's easier to understand. So we'll just try. Can you go this way? Yeah, good. Out there though, please. Good. So because she has the rope, good girl. Out that way. Good. Good. There you go. She can go around quietly because she understands that she's connected. She felt some pressure from me. It wasn't actually trot. It was go out, but it's not a big deal. I'm going to let her walk by just using energy down to walk. She might not get that yet. Ooh. I don't mind because she's relaxed. It's good. I'm going to ask her to come in. Come in. Good. Good girl. And come forward. And stop. Excuse me. Back up a little bit. Good girl. I'm going to ask you to go out the other way, okay? Such a tangly rope. Can we work it out? There this way. Right out there. Good. Right out. Good. See the beginning of lateral movement? Out there. That's trotting. That's okay. It's not the end of the world. Yeah. Walking. Good. And trotting. Good. Come in. All right. So that's nice and relaxed, eh? So you can lunge her, like when you want to lunge her so she's working her body, then you just change it to, okay, now we're exercising. And we can ask for more impulsion. We can start to ask for things like, let's go with our head on the ground. Let's move our back legs underneath us a little bit more. Let's be more, energetic. Let's bring it down. Whatever it is that we want to ask for, just in the same way. But it's nice to start from a place that's more relaxed. And so what's kind of cool is when we realize that our ropes and our halters can help our horses to be more understanding. I just did the same thing when she was free, but she had heaps of options, so she tried them, like, is it gallop like a crazy thing? I didn't ask really any differently. It's just that this thing, you can see how it can be a help to you. I don't know. Pardon? Yeah. And the same happens with your reins and stuff. You know, you can use all that as not as something that you're hanging on to your horse with, because as soon as I start manhandling her with this, she naturally resists a little bit first. But if I ask her to back up, she just does it without any problem. So if I ask her to back up and use this rope, it becomes not too bad, because what's happening is that I'm asking first and using the rope as a backup. So if we're riding and we're asking for something first and then using our legs and our feet and our hands as a backup, they can be more responsive to it rather than having to resist us and then get it right. So I'll ask her to go out and go around me again. Well, I'll lead her around for a second. Yeah. Go this way. Good. Right out there. Yeah, good girl. Right out. Good. Right out there. Good. So now she's understanding that I want her to go out, not trot, which is good. Now I'll ask her to trot. Hadn't even got it in my head yet. Yeah. And I'm going to ask her to come in. Come in. Good. And I'm going to ask her to go this way. Oh, look, wait. Make sure you know what's going on. Look. Stop. Stop. Good. And this way. Out there. Good girl. And trot. There. Bring your head down. Yeah. Let your head go down. Yeah. Yeah. Down with your head. Good. Good. Down with your head. Good. Good girl. All right. Good. Good. Work harder. Keep going. Good girl. And now come in. Come in. Okay. Easy. That's easy stuff. Good. Excuse me. You should just back up a little bit. Okay. So now that she's kind of understanding me, I'm expecting more that she should stop with me. And if she didn't, that was my reprimand. Was it a big deal? Not really. It was just I really wanted you to stop back there. I really like that type of thing. I don't like big reprimands. I'm not a big drama girl in general. Hey? No, but I mean, do you like drama? Who likes drama? We don't really like drama. So I'm not really big on big drama. You know, if somebody comes over the top of me, I'd be like, it needs to be back there. I don't want to be like, oh, blah, 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 and then a big thing. And I don't really see it as necessarily disrespect. I mean, she's not like, once or twice when I asked her to come with me and bring her bum, she did push over me. But it only took one little, no. Twice she did it, and then she didn't do it again because she didn't need to. And it wasn't a big tell-off, it was just a, no, don't do that. So, do you want to have a try? So we'll just do the free work first. This is a big ass rope, that's okay. So, doing the little one. It's okay. Just so like, this is in the work. It's kind of like, ugh. So just be like, I don't know what you're like, so who knows? And just say, come with me, and be like, And it's not about your body language. Like, you know, when people are really body language oriented, you know, and you're spending your time thinking if you're facing this way, and your shoulders are like that, or like this, or blah, blah, blah. For me, that just gets in the way of like actually being in the moment.
Yeah.
If you're in the moment and the horse is coming with you, you're like, you're happy, so you relax naturally. It's cool, you know. And you can't have a horse follow you if you don't go someplace.
No. Well,
so that's it. Now, things that can go wrong are that you can be like, come with me, and then she doesn't right away, and you go back to her. So don't do that. Just ask her to come with you, and then if she's looking at you, go, yep. So every little piece that she gives you, you take. Yep. And then you think about where you want to go, but basically at the very beginning, you want to go in a kind of curve around a little bit, not towards her bum, but like around towards the bum type of thing, and then another curve, you know. And if she's with you, like, you've got an eye on her, but you're not mentally dragging her, like, come on, because then that's too much pressure and she thinks I'm doing it wrong. Just be like, and curve is good. They can follow you in a straight line, but they can also be totally connected with you, like, and be, like, you know, when she was over there, she's like looking at me and connected with me, but she didn't have to come with me because we were just connected in a straight line. So to get them to come with you going on a curve is much easier, because then as you go around past them and they're looking at you like you're looking at me, eventually you're going to have to move, you know, if you want to stay with me. Just makes it easier. So I will sneak away, hopefully, just hang out with her. There you go. Well, it should be that if I don't ask her to come, she shouldn't come, which is good. She's so lovely, very lucky. She's a very smart cookie. Horse, she's not really a cookie. She's a horse. Cool, perfect. So just look where you want to go and be totally relaxed if she's with you. Let your arms hang down and be like the most chilled out woman ever. If your rope is in the way, just gather it up so that you don't have it. I've got so many videos with the rope dragging, it's annoying. Good. And when you want to stop, that was good, but that was a little bit like a stop. Yeah, just stop. Nicely, just flow into it. And then you can have a nice relaxed one. This is awesome. You're perfect. That's it. So looking where you want to go, That's so cool. So when you want to stop, just stop quietly. There you go. Nice turning. And that's it. Don't think about, you don't need to block her. You know, we're thinking that we need to do this stuff, but we don't. Just stop. And if she goes past, you go, well, you know what was back here? And just be kind of more dopey with it. It kind of works out better. I'm good at dopey, so it's okay. So now, without doing too much, just pick your energy up and just walk faster. And she just naturally does it. So that's how it needs to be when you want to trot and stuff. You know, we don't need to give them a big kick to get going. We need to just pick our energy up, and because they're with us, they're ready for it. And so now, again, without any big thing, just stop. There. And that's a nice stop. You know, she's a little bit past you, but she's there. She's respectful. She just stopped. It didn't have anything like abrupt in it. I'm always thinking about, you know, if I was going to be riding dressage or something, which I don't do very often, you know, you want as little drama and as little resistance as possible, and that has to come from everything being relaxed. So change your intent and think that you just want to walk up one side of her and then walk up the other side. So you've got two sides, so you can either go like up one side and then round the back to the other side, or you can go up one side and go on the other side at the front too. That's a good way. Good. So she's looking at you and feeling for you on that side. That's perfect. Anytime they offer that love, I like to take it. It's really nice when they offer it. You know, it's such a nice thing. And they're way more affectionate usually with their people because they already know you, and then suddenly they can understand you really well as well. So they're like, oh, so good. Yeah. Okay, so I put the rope hand up on her neck. You don't have to, but that doesn't really have anything to do with it. But that's just a stabilizing hand. You're just standing here, and then I just ask her mentally, bring your head around. Sometimes, if she doesn't, And then be like, yeah. Now, when you've got your hand like that, it's almost like you're kind of like, here, kitty, kitty, kitty. You don't need to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
And so I'll often put my hand on their chest, not for any reason. So I'll put one hand on their shoulder and one hand on their chest. There's no real reason that I do that other than stabilization. And then I just ask, and then often they do it. So she's thinking, and then go, yeah. So when she begins that little bit, you mentally go, yeah, and then you can ask again. It actually is, but I think you're overthinking it. Just think, bring your head. There. See? It is easy. The clicking to me is like, I don't know why we do it, but we were all raised with it. And we use it, I was trained to use it as an energy thing, like a click up to trough and click, energy thing. But as I've been working with horses, I realize it's just excuse me, it's more that. Does that make sense? Mm. And she's kind of, I think she's pretty good with her ears and stuff.
Yeah, no, I think she's saying that it took us 2 or 3 years to get her comfortable with her ears, but she's always been good.
Yeah, for you, yeah, she seems awesome. She's lovely.
She's never done anything.
No, she's such a sweetie. Why don't you try asking her to bring her head and move her bump? So this is a dual thing. Like, so if I was starting a horse for the first time, just wait a second, because it's a little bit kind of, not tricky, but slightly technical. Here's your horse, here's your tail, here's your head, like a horse. You have to give them enough distance that they can come with you. So you'd be like, bring your head, and then when they soften their head, then you can focus on and move your bum. And you just walk like around with them. It's hard to describe. Yeah, but turn facing us. Take a step back. And now be like, bring your head. Yep, and move your bum. There you go. And then now be like, and stop there. Good. And that is a simple thing. That when I'm starting a horse, for me, that's the first time you ask a horse to do something and you stay with them. And when you're riding a horse, you're sitting on them and you go, we're going to go this way, and actually I'm coming with you because I'm on you. So that's the beginning of that. That's the first little thing like that. She is very cute. Yeah, nice. She is a star. You're very, very good. So now see if you can put your rope and halter on. I think, unless you just want to walk around a little bit more, it's kind of nice. Why don't you walk around and have a little trot with you? Because it actually seems real nice. Not all horses just trot freely with you. So to do that, give her a little walk around. See some direction. We're going here, we're going there. Being aware that she's looking when you look, and think, oh, that's really cool. Because think a picture that when you're riding, and you're here, and you're like, let's go there. And all you have to do is do a little indication, and her head's already gone, and you're like off together, and so nice, like a magic moment. And then after you've had a little bit of walk a little bit faster, walk a little bit slower, then you don't run away from her. You just pick up your energy and have a little run. And then when you want to walk, you don't put the brakes on. You just walk forward. Here's me running, here's me walking, here's me running, here's me walking. It's all a forward motion. And that's the beginning of your forward downward transition when you're riding. Good. Excellent. So cool. She is cool. You're cool. This arena's cool. Everything's cool. So we're not indicating every time we're turning. We're just going. And pick up your energy and walk a little bit far. Yeah, go for a run if you want to. Get a nice clear patch when you change it to a run and pick up your energy. Yeah. And when you want to walk, just walk forward. And she likes walking. She likes trotting, so she's going to be more thinking she's going to go over you, But, just what you can do is just turn away, and then she ends up going in behind you again. And it's not that she's really pushing you out of the way. It's just to start. Yeah, so ask her to come with you again. Yeah, good. And don't worry about it too much. You know, you can sort that out and you can back her up a bit afterwards if you want to. Pick up your energy and go for a little run. Run a little bit ahead of her. And now walk forward. And now walk away from her so she doesn't get, if she gets left behind, it's her problem. Go. And then go, yeah. There you go. She got a little sidetracked because that was going on up there. Yeah. I mean, there are things that you will be able, you know, you'll work on. You know, she probably, as your relationship gets going better along this line, she'll be less likely to push into you. If she does, then just back her up a few steps and be like, nah, you know what? And so it's not a big deal back up. It's just like, it was there. That's it. There. That's it. Because she is naturally a little bit pushy, so that she'll do that again. She'll be like, oh yeah, oh no, and then you'll be like, I'm not doing that anymore. It was back here. Like, oh, okay, that's fine. You know, that's okay. It's not the end of the world.
No.
That's good. I'm excited. Do you want to put your rope and halter on? You kept yours tidy. I don't know how you did that. Okay, that's backwards. There we go. So yeah, that's nice. I always like them to really bring their head around to you when you hold it out. It seems much nicer. I'll go get some coffee. Well, we'll go over and get some coffee. So when I tie these ones, if you tie it up, it will slip down.
Oh, okay.
If you tie it down on the loop, like that, it will stay. This is like my sweetest friend made this halter for me. And it has fit. I took it to the South Island, and it has fit Clydesdales and minis.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's just such a good one. Actually, it was just back to it. So now, whenever you have your ropes, always make sure if it's attached to the horse that it's not like wrapped around the hands.
Then I lost my fingers.
Oh, have you?
Done that.
Did you actually lose them, or you just?
Oh,
you have?
No, yeah. I had a warm blood that was, we did natural horsemanship with her, and she was psycho.
Oh.
And so she got put down in. Yeah.
So how I would do it then, I'll just show you, is I would just fold it like this, because I'm scared of stuff like that. Because now, you know, if she goes, there's no part of it's going to get wrapped on your hand. It's very scary, isn't it?
Floating.
Floating.
So,
Yeah, no, you would have a little issue. Do you have any floating issues yourself?
It was the first time I floated in 10 years. It would have been new to come in here.
Yeah.
And I was personally petrified.
Yeah.
But she just walked straight and float behind me.
Oh, that's good. Oh, thank God, yeah.
So now I'm like, just calm.
Okay.
So no, so she's...
Okay, good.
So yeah.
Because it's a funny thing, isn't it? You know, it's like, oh, that would be scary.
Yeah. So no, so I don't give any
Perfect.
Yeah.
Good.
Everything slowly.
Excellent. That's the way to be. So now, just go where you want to go. So and you know, these are always like adjustable. So like, if you need to adjust a little bit, you just make a little bit. You don't have to do like too much and stuff like that. So just same thing. We're only going to go and get coffee now anyway.
No, okay.
But just doing it, thinking that the rope is just an enhancement of your relationship. Still asking, she's coming with you free, so there's no point in getting to the end of the rope and pulling, and you could ask first. Nice. What is really weird is that if you are handling a horse that has had no handling at all, hasn't been touched, just let your hand hang down. If you want to keep your horse behind you, the best thing you can do is walk faster than their natural pace to begin with. So many times I see people trying to keep their big gaited horse behind them, where if they just walked a little bit faster, their horse would naturally fall behind them, and then they'd feel comfy in there. And then when they stop, the horse stops anyway, because the horse is relaxed and comfy in there.